daghan lagi energy ka tuming gawas to mga male models pag swimsuit. Ala ka mo ha, react lagi mo. But you know, this is a moment that we're actually, it's a little, you know, for me, the best moment actually, because it's a time where we're going to meet the candidates and have a little talk with them, get to know them personally, what their opinions are, and what their perspectives are, and just have a little chit-chat with them. But for the meantime, ito na eh, so dili, Anes. Wala ko mo, bantay-bata, sir. No? Alright. So let's bring out our first group of candidates. Have a seat. Now for this segment, we acknowledge the season of fall, the season of transition, as it grants us the chance to harmonize one's inner balance with that of nature. And our ladies will be asked a question by myself, just a little casual chit-chat between us ladies. And you will be all given 1 minute. And once the timer is up, you will hear this. Text message notification. Alright? When you hear that sound, ladies, the time is up. Okay? So you have to wrap up your answer. Alright, so let's begin already. Let us begin with candidate number 1. I believe you're from Mactan? Yes. Okay, so Mactan, you have Lapu-Lapu City, you have Cordova, and you know, often you guys are known as the resort island of the Philippines, correct?
Yes, very true.
What are the other things in Mactan that we should know about, aside from Mactan being a resort island?
It is the home of our guitar. There's a lot of guitars there, guitar making, and there's a lot of tourist spots. Especially in Mactan, it's really booming because nowadays that the pandemic is already gone. You know, the tourists are already back.
Yes, you are right. We are already welcoming in all of our tourists here, and hopefully we're gonna open up completely now that we're gonna transition to the new normal. Correct?
Yes.
Which part of Mactan do you live in?
I stay in Soong, Mactan. I live near in Mactan New Town.
Oh, near Mactan New Town. Any favorite restaurants or resorts in Mactan?
Yeah, there's a lot, and I forgot to mention about the processing zone and the very famous MEPSA, and the manufacturer of camera, watches, and everything. And of course, the business center, that's what we call Mactan New Town.
That's right. You guys are a very booming economy in Mactan, actually. Well, thank you very much, Ms. Mactan.
Thank you so much, and good evening to everybody.
All right, now let's move on to Miss Dumanhog. Hello! Oh, we have some fans. Mr. Manhog, is this your first pageant?
Yes.
Oh, your first pageant.
First pageant with my own voluntary way to join.
I'm sorry?
The first pageant that me myself wants to join.
Oh, that you would like to join?
Because I had one in Silima University during my college days. College of Business Administration. I did it for the request of our dean.
That's also how I got started in pageantry. I was also asked by a teacher, and you know, it ignited the passion. So, Mr. Manhog, if it's your first time in pageantry or the comeback in pageantry, because you've already done it once, do you have a particularly, do you have a favorite beauty queen? We also have beauty queens on the panel.
The beauty queens here in the Mrs. Cebu, Philippines, they are all my favorite ones. I like our original director, Queen G, Eriba Candilasa Eriba, and then also all of them, I like them.
They each bring their own personality, correct?
Yeah, mother, strength, compassion, who would stand in all walks of life, in all trials in life.
That's right. All of them are all empowered women, and that's why they became beauty queens themselves.
Yeah, they're beautiful inside out.
I agree. I completely agree with you, Ms. Dumanho.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And now we move on to Miss Cebu City East. Hello, Miss Cebu City East.
Hello.
Hi, so I was watching and I was very intrigued about your advocacy video because you were very passionate about women's health. Now, what do you think is the biggest struggle right now that you're having? Because you're an advocate of women's health. So what do you think is needed here in the Philippines for us to get that quality of healthcare for women?
First and foremost, quality healthcare is very important for women. However, there is a concern and it's a challenge in terms of health access to information and education. And that's why women are not able to make informed decisions when it comes to their health, particularly about reproductive health. There are instances, especially among young women, wherein they have to make decisions about their body. However, they don't have the necessary education and information to make informed choices.
You know, I really have to agree. I do have to agree. I talk to a lot of young women these days, and you are absolutely right. And I thank you for being such a great advocate. On a lighter note, I would like to ask you, you are from Cebu City East.
Right.
What part is that in Cebu City?
In Mabolo.
In Mabolo. Oh, you have a lot of delicious places to eat in Mabolo.
Of course.
Any favorite restaurants?
Well, there's a lot. Particularly, I would like the one in Bonifacio. There's a lot of new restaurants and cafes there. I think that's a place that we can actually go to and chill, unwind, relax, and have time with the family.
I think I'm going to take your advice. I'm going to go do that. And I'm going to visit Bonifacio. I haven't been there in a while, so I'm going to visit it. Thank you so much, Miss Cebu City East. All right, now I have Miss Cebu City North. So, we'll give them some time. Okay, guys, come on. I believe you brought an entire barangay. Did you?
I think Manny just loves me. Thank you so much.
You know, Miss Cebu City North, you are what we call in the industry a Hakot Awarder. Because you have already bagged so many awards this evening already. Do you have a favorite one? In particular, one that stands out to you?
The most favorite one that I can say is the Miss Waterfront. Because I did not expect everybody of us was arriving very gorgeous and very beautiful. And I felt honored to be arriving in this hotel, representing this hotel, and very happy and confident to represent this hotel.
I think this shows a very great ambassadress in you, and yes, Waterfront has always been very gracious. But you know, my favorite awards of yours is the Miss Iconic Mall. Because ang maundang kaon sa iconic building. Lamig dyan ang iconic mall. I really have to say, great place to visit. But, okay, so Irma, you have not a Filipino last name. You have a foreign last name, am I correct?
Yes.
Your husband is
German.
German.
He's here. Hi, Dad.
Hi, Dad. Gwapo biya ka na yung banda, Irma. Alright, so Irma, so because you're married, you know, is it difficult sometimes between the whole multicultural household? You have a German husband, you're Filipina. Sometimes, you know, some women find it difficult to balance the two cultures. Is it the same for you or easy peasy?
You know what? I think there is no perfect relationship, but it really depends on both of you. So for us, we always agree to a win-win situation. We even have a tracker of our preventive action plan and corrective action plan every time we disagree. And we always agree that we never allow anything or any miscommunication to destroy a relationship. So communication is the key.
I I need a ball pen because I need to tell my husband that the corrective action plan and the preventive and corrective action plan. Ana ha, pwede na kamulalis na ko. Thank you very much, Miss Cebu City North.
Thank you and good evening, everyone.
Alright, hello, Miss Cebunga North.
Hello, Miss Carla.
Our Miss Cebunga North. Are you married?
I'm engaged.
Engaged?
Yes, we're gonna have our wedding anytime this year.
Oh, where? Where's your wedding going to be at?
We're still planning. We're still on the stage of planning. But I'm excited for that.
That's the exciting part, isn't it, ladies?
Yeah, the planning, the organizing, that's the exciting part.
Yeah, and then it comes to the budgeting, and that's when the stress comes.
Yeah,
in.
that's what stresses us too.
See, all the ladies laugh because we all know it, right? Been there, done that, right, ladies? All right, well, Miss Cebunga North, you also mentioned in your advocacy video, actually, that you would love to support local products,
yes.
right? Because sometimes it's not the same, you know, people have this concept where imported is better. So,
yes, actually, I want to put a stop on that stigma that local products isn't as high quality as imports. And I also want to instill to the minds of Filipinos that we must support local, because the more we support local, the more we inspire our young professionals, startup entrepreneurs to do better and to provide more better quality products and services. And you know, the more we inspire every individuals, the more we nurture our local community. So that's how we come up with a phenomenon of progressing community.
It's a win-win situation.
Yes, it's a win-win situation. We support local entrepreneurs, and at the same time, we're helping our local community progress.
Very well said, Miss Cebunga North. I couldn't agree more. I have a ton of local products in my house. I love decorating my house with all of the products from Cebu, particularly, diba?
Oh.
Thank you very much, ladies. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for our first batch of candidates. We are now welcoming our second batch of candidates. Beginning with Miss Cebunga South. Alright, have a seat, ladies. Alright, Miss Cebunga South. Now, you were referring to, your advocacy was bullying, I believe. Correct? Were you ever bullied as a child, and how did you overcome it?
Yes, I grown up in a broken family. That's why I experienced a lot of bullying. When I was young, from all of my classmates, they bullied me about I don't have any parents to take care of me. That is why I take this opportunity as a mother, as I bullied victims. I want to use my voice because I want our young generation these days to support each other, and I want them to face all of their weaknesses and strengths.
I think that's the perfect plan that you have there. And as you said, you're a mom, correct? How many kids do you have?
I have 3 children. Hello, Anak! They're there.
Are they there?
I'm so happy that they are here. That's my only goal of joining Mrs. Cebu Philippines. I want my children to be proud of me. Hello!
How many children do you have? I mean, in terms of how many boys, girls,
I have 2 prince. I have 2 boys, Prince and Blade, and I have my ate, that's my daughter Princess, and my husband is there also, and my mother-in-law. That's my only goal of joining here. I love Philippines too.
I love Philippines. Okay. But you know, so you're a mom of 3 kids. What is the lesson that you teach them so that they themselves won't be bullies?
I teach them all the time to be humble,
we will be happy of whatever God gives us. We will not blame nor ask for more. We will just treasure whatever God gives us so that they will not grow up like blaming their parents if not having something that they want. We will appreciate what we have. Okay, mga anak, I love you.
Pinag-watch na yung anak mo. Later, na-bedtime na. Thank you very much, Miss Bumasa. Now, up next, we have our lovely lady from Asturias.
Please allow me to greet the people around here. Good evening, especially to my family and friends, and most of all to the friends in Lawan, Tres, and Visay City. Thank you so much.
I think they took up the whole, second row.
Thank you for giving time to support me. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
All right, Miss Asturias, you were saying you are a psychologist, correct?
I'm clinical psych practitioner. I will be taking my license next year. I am preparing for my board exam.
Whoa. Good luck with that.
Thank you so much.
We are hoping that next year when we see you, maybe, to turn over and pray for it.
So I can help many people.
Well, sometimes, especially here in the Philippines, correct, it's a misconception sometimes that when you go see a psychiatrist or a psychologist, they say like, "Unsa man ka bungboang?" Or, right away they say something like that. What do you think we can do to change that?
Actually, it is because of the stigma. We are very familiar about misconception, and that is why I am here for my advocacy. I want to promote mental health literacy. Because just like what we see in social media, a lot of the most vulnerable is the adolescents. So we can see there that they're using the term depression in a wrong way. It is something physiological, scientific, so it should not be used just like a common word. So instead of saying I'm depressed, for example, your boyfriend and you just broke up, and then you said. And then you will say on that day that I'm depressed because my boyfriend just broke up with me. So it's a wrong way to say it. Instead, you better say, I'm sad. Okay? Because depression has symptoms and other criteria in order to be diagnosed on that aspect.
Right? It's okay not to be okay.
Yes, it is.
Alright, well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Up next, we have Ms. Piper Sal. Hi, good evening. Okay, so, are you married?
Yes, I am.
How long have you been married?
For 22 years.
22 years. Wow. Happily, I assume.
Happily, very happily married.
Okay, so what advice, because I've only been married to my husband for almost 5 years now. So for a newbie or a baby in the marriage life, what advice would you like to give us? And one of our panel members is actually getting married in January. So, kanang say advice atong angay ihatag sa mga newlyweds out there.
Yes, my advice to the newlywed is that you just have to respect each other's opinions. That's very important. You don't argue for what is it. You just meet in the center. Then be not just a lover, but be as friends, lovers, and comforters. So you do not just focus just a lover.
What if sakto manggid ko? Ako manggid ang sakto.
That's what I say. You just respect each other's opinion.
Okay.
And usually, girls and women always right. Because we are very much empowered than men. Agree?
What?
You don't agree with us?
No, I believe that women are empowered, yes, you are very correct. But and I will take your advice, it's always good to be friends also, right? With your husband, not just lovers, but friendship also.
friend and a lover.
That will really give the test of time. Well, I'm going to believe you and I'm going to follow your advice because you've been married for 22 years.
22 years happily married.
Oh, is your husband here?
Yes, hi buds. Thank you for coming. And Carla, can I greet them?
Of course, take this
To
time.
my supporters who are here, my family, my friends, my new acquaintances, thank you for your support. I really appreciated it. Thank you.
Where's the husband? Is he here? Oh, taking a video.
I love you, Edward.
Sir, naka-flowers na? Basta hindi mo kabot 23. Kuha ka ganang flowers. No,
My
you got...
daughter is one of the actors also.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It's a family affair tonight.
Yeah.
Well, your husband's probably taking a video of you over
Hi, I
there.
love you, buds.
Ganun lang kayo Miss Philippines. Mrs. Philippines, okay, gano'n kas mga masbaan ng kasawa.
That's a secret. You always say that word, even though it sounds so corny.
Yeah, it's not corny. I love you, it's not corny. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And up next, of course, we have candidate number 9. All right, from Cebu City South. Miss Cebu City South. Okay, do you know that recently our mayor has already announced that we're going to have the face-to-face Sinulog in SRP? Are you pro having the Sinulog Festival in SRP?
Well, as an OFW for 7 whole years, I am a pro to face-to-face on Sinulog because I miss Sinulog and all the party.
The partying. Yeah, it's always done, right? It's a good balance. We get to celebrate Señor Santo Niño, but we also get to celebrate with our friends.
It's our culture.
That's right. Where were you based as an OFW?
I played before in Malaysia, Thailand, Myanmar, and China.
Oh, wow.
The latest one is in China.
What's the most difficult part about being an OFW?
Being away to your family, that's the most difficult part. And being a good provider, because sometimes your salary gets delayed and you have to find ways to provide for your family.
Well, judging by the number of cheers, I think you have always found a way because I think your family is here cheering for you. Would you like to say hi?
Yes. Hi to my family and to my team car. Hello, good evening.
All right, thank you very much, Miss Cebu City South.
Thank you, Miss Carla.
All right, up next we have Miss San Fernando.
Hello, good evening, Mother Earth.
Yeah, among na ginako nickname, no? Mother Earth na gintan. Nawala ginang Miss. No, as a mother, are you a mother as well?
Yes,
How many
a mother of 2 toddlers. One is a 6-year-old boy, and the youngest is a 4-year-old girl.
Oh my, so you have your hands full.
Yes.
Okay,
Definitely.
you know there's a saying, right? That MOM, M-O-M, it stands for Masters of Multitasking, right?
That's true, very true.
Why do you think we are masters of multitasking? Why do you think mothers are?
Because we are thinking for the welfare of our family. Because we want the best of our family. That's why we are called the master of multitasking.
I believe your 2 kids are here also this evening?
No, they are in the room with their dad.
Oh,
Yes, because actually my son, my eldest son, has an autism spectrum disorder, and sometimes he has a sound sensitivity.
Yes.
So we better get away with that to prevent tantrums.
He will support you in his own, and it is important for his wellness first, right?
Yes, that's true. He supported me all the way here in the journey of Mississippi, Philippines.
So, as you said, your son has
Autism spectrum disorder.
autism spectrum disorder. So, what is the most difficult thing about people dealing with people? Because having a son like that, it's not difficult. They're beautiful in their own way, and they bring a better quality to our life in their own ways, right? But people in general, have you ever had any difficulties with them?
Yes, actually, because there's also a stigma on autism spectrum disorder. But you know what?
having an autism spectrum disorder or a neurodiverse community, they can live potentially normal. All we have to do is we have to increase the patience and understanding, because they have the intense feelings, intense sensitivity, but they also have the intense curiosity, the understanding. So all we have to do is to accept them, for them to have a truly inclusive, community-driven society. And also, by the way, Carla, autism, having a child with autism spectrum disorder is not a parenting fail. It's just that it's like you given a manual of Ford, but your child is a Ferrari. So you must have the right manual, the right environment, and the right support for them.
Well, you know what? I think you're doing a fabulous job with your children. And I congratulate each and every one of you ladies. So
Thank you.
thank you very much to our second batch of beautiful candidates. Let's welcome in our third batch. Candidates 11 to 15. Have a seat, ladies. Lagi gagang turut-turut. Dash, sa'yo kayo para sigulong Dash. Save na. Okay, so candidate number 11.
Hello, Carla. Lovely as always. I just saw you in your last gig. It's Miss City of Talisay. You were blooming there.
I know best in rocket just a bit.
Yes.
You know now, you know moms, we have a lot of bills to pay. School is expensive, mahal ang gatas. Inflation rate is real. So mag-rocket yun ta. So if anyone needs a host, please DM me. I am Carla Henry at Instagram. I have affordable rates. Alright, but back to your candidate number 11. Okay, candidate number 11. You are a mom.
Of course, I'm a mom.
Yes.
I have a 16 years old and a 4 years old.
16 and 4. Alright, so I'm going to ask you this. Sometimes, you know, I'm a mom of 2, and I love my children to death, and I would kill for my children to that level of love, right? But sometimes it gets a little too much. Diba? Mapuno kita tong patience.
I hear you, don't worry.
Right? So, how do you take a break? What's the thing that you like to do for your mental health, or what is it that you do to take a break?
I take a break, I use it, I write actually. I am an author, I am a writer, I write fiction mostly. So I take a break by doing writing. So that's my me time. And I also go to other places like Lovely Skin, V-Skin, to pamper myself, of course. And actually, for me, it's not a bother. When I take care of my children, it's not a bother. It's my calling. I feel that it's my calling. So whatever they do in their house, in trash, or whatever they say, they shout, I don't really care because I love them, and that's how devoted I am as a mother.
Well, we all feel that way for our children as well. But you know, it's also really important to have our me time, correct? So,
yes.
How important is it? Because there are newbie moms out there, especially new moms of multiple children, right? Because sometimes your first child, you love them so much, you're so clingy to them, and then when that second one comes along, it gets to be a little bit too much. So, how important is it to have a me time?
It is important because it's for our mental health. Mothers, it's the best job in the world, but sometimes we don't have day offs. So a me time it's like a restart for yourself as a mother. So that's important.
It is true. It's like a restart, no?
It's a restart. It's a refresher.
A refresher.
Yes.
We should all have our me time.
Yes, correct.
A glass of wine on the side for me.
No, for me would be a glass of wine, cheese, and grapes.
Wow, charcuterie board.
Correct?
All right, thank you very much, candidate number 11.
Thank you so much, and good evening, everyone.
Hello, candidate number 12. Oh, you have also brought the barangay with you.
Oh, hi to my supporters out there. Thank you for coming here tonight.
And who is that with the fabulous outfit, the pink dress?
That's my friend, Janelle.
Alam mo, lepasad ka din no? Mangita tag-sponsor bisa ka ng Star of the Night. Alright, candidate number 12. I'm going to ask you, because you were telling me you just recently got married, correct?
I am not yet married.
Oh, not yet.
Yeah, I am not yet married, but I know I am qualified for the crown tonight.
Oh, but okay, so I'm going to ask you this though, okay? Because, you know, it's 2022, we talk about practicality sometimes. What is really more important, or what should women consider more? Marrying someone for stability and security, or marrying someone na ay dako, I mean like dako kaayo na heart. Heart atong istoryahan nito. Heart, baka makagugma gid nimo ba?
Yes, I believe that if I would marry someone, I would marry the person who has a big heart. And of course, that person who loves me so much is my partner right now, Marco. Hi, Marco. Because I know that if you love each other, you have the ability to transform, nurture, and develop into something new and something that could be able to inspire you and be able to motivate you in your lives.
And Marco is doing just that, no? He's motivating you?
Yes.
With his big heart?
Yes, of course, because if I am motivated, then I can be able to do things, impossible things be possible.
So, let me ask you this. Out of all the titles tonight, which title would you want to take home with you?
Well, the main crown, Mrs. Cebu Philippines 2022.
And why is that?
Yes, if I will be chosen as Mrs. Cebu Philippines, I will use my voice to create for the betterment of our future. Use my voice for kindness. Use my ears for compassion. Use my mind for charity. My heart for truth and love. Thank you.
Thank you very much, candidate number 12. Thank you, Clara. Up next, we have candidate number 13 from San Fernando.
It's from Carcar City.
Carcar City. Alright, sorry. My apologies. Okay, Carcar City. So, Carcar City, you guys are known for your chicharon, correct?
Yes, we are.
So, what other things is Carcar City known for?
Oh, I believe we are known for our dancing skills, which is exemplary. And let me present to you, ladies and gentlemen, the champion of Pasigaro del Sur. Giving me the voices of roughly 140,000 Carcar tonight. Thank you so much.
Oh, you have one random supporter over there. So Carcar City is really a beautiful city, but I have to ask you this. Okay, now you're a candidate. Who knows? Maybe you'll win the crown tonight and the very sought-after cash prize that comes with the title sometimes. What's the first thing you would do with your cash prize?
That's an interesting question, and I must look at the white envelope now. Is it quite thick? Yeah, I'm just kidding. Well, I will not change the way of saying that I'm already a mother, and the periodical exam is fast approaching. I must spend some for my children's education. The two of them are already in kindergarten, and the one is in elementary. And I must really give importance to their education, because that's something that will never be stolen from them, and that's a great investment for them until they grow and until they're able to stand on their own. That is something that they can utilize till they breath no more.
Education is always a great investment for our children. You're absolutely correct. But I think, you know, if you do get that cash prize now, you magpapangka din.
Well, in fairness, they're bringing chicharon, so I must really just spin a little.
Nagdami like chicharon?
Yes!
Panghatag din yung
Your share to mother!
Sas, labay lang doon. Sas, meron akong table doon. Alright, thank you so much, Miss Carcar City. Alright, candidate number 14. And I'm trying to get this up. Barili, correct? Miss Barili. Okay, Miss Barili, we have been already discussing about all the things about Mrs. Cebu Philippines. Why do you think it's important to have a competition for Mrs. Cebu Philippines?
Because I believe that if you are a Mrs. and you're already a mom, the knowledge from the experience you get, it gives justice to compete and to prove yourself that you are capable and you are more capable of other things all around the world.
That is true, right? It's one of the good reasons of having competitions like this. So, you have now been, I believe, how long have you been together already in this competition?
3 months.
3 months?
Yes.
So you guys have already been in the shoes of what it takes to become beauty queens, correct? What is the hardest part? And because many people tend to underestimate beauty queens, correct? So what's the hardest part of being a beauty queen?
The hardest part is to compete with yourself.
That's true, that's true.
Because I'm a single mother and then I live far and then I need to come in here, the hairstyle, everything, and then I need to wear this high heels. I'm not used to it. Everything.
It is hard, right, to maintain the grace under pressure and posture, correct? Well, you're doing a fabulous job at that. You are studying this whole night already, so congratulations. And you know, single mothers are the new modern heroes as well. So congratulations to you for almost one more hurrah here. One more competition mo. Gamay na lang yung utong, no? Alright, thank you so much, candidate number 14.
Thank you and good evening everyone.
Alright, hello, candidate number 15.
Hello, Miss. Good evening.
You are from Lapu-Lapu City.
Yes, Miss. I came from Lapu-Lapu City.
So, in Lapu-Lapu City, what is your favorite part of Lapu-Lapu?
My favorite part in Lapu-Lapu City are the people who are aiming to survive despite the death, and that is my village. Because it shows how resilient Oponganans are.
Where is your village, if I may ask?
That is in Bangkal. It is unknown, so I am encouraging everyone that hopefully you will visit not only to the famous one, but also to the places where we can contribute and enhance what is being hidden.
You know, I've been to Bangkal. I passed by there a lot. My mother-in-law is in Abuno Pahang. So
I am from Mahayahay, and it's 5 to 40.
Yes, you guys have a lot of resorts as well. I asked this for candidate number 1. She was do you have a favorite one?
My favorite one is in Blue Jazz because it's such an amazing place wherein the kids can play, especially that my children are boys, so it's quite difficult for you to support them with their activities because I am a girl which is so feminine and my boys loves to play, so you have to push them and you don't have to limit them, because if you limit your children, their capabilities will not be, and that everyone should remember.
They always say that boys have a lot of energy, right?
Especially when they are playing and, I have to stop this one or I have to pursue them. So that's why I support all the activities that they wanted to in terms of sports and in their academics.
Well, you bringing them to Blue Jazz, I think they're going to be very happy children.
I hope so, and that's why I'm here despite of the challenges that I'm facing.
And you know what, if you need an extra, a place to stay, another place to bring your kids, I know a great little resort. It's called Talima Beach Villas.
Oh, really?
Promote sa to ang Parinti na restaurant. No, without, you are more than welcome to come join in.
Yes,
please. A fabulous job with your two boys.
Thank you so much.
And congrats, ladies. Thank you very much for sitting down with me and having this little chit chat. Thank you. And we will all see you guys again for the next round of competition.